All right, we are live on YouTube, and tonight we're going to be discussing YouTube burnout is real. I'm going to be sharing my personal experiences and how to overcome this. So stick around for all of that and much, much more that's coming right. Whoa! Live from Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, when that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also make sure on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, or anywhere that you have the YouTube app installed on, you must also make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive those notifications at a device level. You do all of that and you're all set. You're all set. Now, I do not have a whole lot of energy tonight, folks, because still a little bit under the weather. Plus, I'm also very sore from a couple of hikes. Couple of hikes that I've done, this week, and it's just been pretty interesting for me lately. I'm going to explain more about what's been going on with me and how it pertains to the topic. And how you can prevent yourself from burning out here on YouTube to continue pushing forward and accomplishing whatever your purpose is to accomplish out here. But first, let's get to the chat here and welcome some people that have been missing my live streams for the past few days. Let's say hello to those wonderful people in the chat. We have Mutt Nuts Reviews in the house. Moderator and member. Hey, Eli and everyone. Hey, Mutt, how you doing? Stephanie Ellis, a.k.a. Super Steph, moderator and channel member as well, says hi. Mutt Nuts Review says, hey, sissy. Stephanie Ellis, a.k.a. Super Steph. Hey, how are you doing? Doing quite well. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if you were asking myself, if you were asking your buddy Mutt Nuts Reviews, or just saying it in general, but doing quite well. Thank you so much for being here, Stephanie Ellis, a.k.a. Super Steph. Let's see. Mutt Nuts Review says, I am good. Just working on videos that will be coming out on both my channels soon. Fantastic. And I know, Mutt, you were discussing that you're going to be doing a video, or you're working on a video regarding YouTube burnout as well. And I mentioned to you that when you're ready, I would love to collaborate with you and more than likely even create a series regarding YouTube burnout, because I think you and I together can help out a lot of other up-and-coming YouTubers that are struggling with this. Because everyone wants to be successful, and they feel that, part of being successful is never taking a day off. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. I'm going to share more about that here in just a little bit. But thank you for mentioning that. I know you mentioned that you're going to be creating that video and releasing it soon on your channel privately behind the scenes, but nothing that we can't put public, right? Anyway, let's see. Stephanie Ellis says, you need to go live again because I will get bored through the day and would love to watch you. You see, you've got a great fan there as well and a great friend. Excellent, excellent comment there, Stephanie Ellis, a.k.a. Super Steph. And once again, welcome to the show. Mutt Nuts Reviews, I hope to be live tomorrow. Just not sure what time yet, sissy. I am working on a lot of stuff and trying to work out a live schedule. I know how hard that can be. You have to fit into your schedule. And then on top of that, you've got to be feeling good about yourself. You have to be feeling great emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and even physically. And you may be in the best emotional state, the best mental state, and the best spiritual state. But if you're physically hurting like I am, which I'll explain in a little bit, that can affect your emotions and your thought process as well, right? Right now, I got to tell you, I'm in a little bit of pain. and I've taken some medication, and I've, done what I can to allow me to seem and appear as normal as possible on this show. But I'm gonna be honest with you folks. I may appear like there's nothing wrong with me, but honestly, folks, like I am using more energy than normal just to sound normal. So I'm probably not gonna go as long, maybe 30 to 45 minutes max. And I wasn't going to even do a show tonight. I was going to rest, but I felt like I didn't want to go another day without at least updating my fans, what's going on. Plus, share some tips and tricks overall that any YouTuber out there that's, going through the same thing could benefit from. All right, so let's see. Stephanie Elias says, yay, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Mutton Nuts Review says, trying to figure it all out on top of being sick, but must do what we have to do to keep things running. Absolutely, Mutt. I understand that. But health is the most important thing. And without our health, we have nothing. So if we need to step away from YouTube for a day or two to recover and rest and recharge, that's the best thing to do, in my opinion, rather than pushing through it and then not only putting yourself in a worse physical state, mental state and emotional state, but also probably producing less than favorable content. When you're not 100%, you're probably not going to create the absolute best possible content that you would typically create. That's just my opinion. But anyway, let's continue here. Get well soon, Mutt, says Stephanie Ellis. Muttnuts says, I will, sissy. It's just a cold. Queen Helen Casey, hello, Eli. Smash the like button for Eli. Hello, Queen. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. I really, I like the fact that you and I've connected on Twitter now, Queen. And I get all your notifications, and I look forward to your research. I know you did some research regarding George Floyd, and it's pretty interesting what you found. If you want to share a little bit about it in the chat, you can. But I just thought it was rather interesting. I'm not going to go any further than that. But it was an interesting article regarding the real George Floyd. Okay. Anyway, give me 1 second here. Anyway, all right. Mudnuts Reviews says, yep, I am. It is 7 tips to keep from getting YouTube burnout. Not exact title, because I don't have my paper in front of me right now. No, I get the point. I get the hint. 7 tips. I look forward to them. Maybe, you'll teach me a thing or 2 or 3 or 7 things that I don't know. You probably will. I look forward to that, Mutt. Mutt, please feel free to share that in the private chat when you release that video, or if you do it live. Make sure you make us aware of that behind the scenes, because sometimes YouTube notifications don't always go out. And also, ladies, feel free to promote your channels in the chat. You have mod access, so you can, grab your channel link and post it in there. Typically, I would do that, but I don't have the energy to do more than just speak today. So forgive me on that. Mudnuts Review says, hey, Queen. All right, let me make sure the notification went out. And it looks like it has gone out, and we are live, and the stream health is good. Okay, we're doing well. All right, folks. So YouTube burnout is real. I'm going to share with you folks briefly what my experiences have been like of being a YouTuber for the last 3.5, almost 4 years, between a former channel I used to run and this channel that I used to run. And the former channel I used to run was a similar type of channel. I'm not going to get into that much detail regarding why I shut it down. I've talked about that in the past. I used to date somebody back then, and she was a part of that channel, and her and I both got trolled severely and attacked, and I just felt the need to, delete that channel, take a little bit of a break. I took a 3-month break, and then I came back and restarted this channel. This channel was restarted with a different name, a couple different names, and I finally, rebranded with the 3rd channel name change to what it is known today, A Grip on Life, and it's been that way for well over a year, and that's where it's going to stay. I really love the channel name and the brand, A Grip on Life. There's not a lot, there aren't a lot of people out there, using the keywords, A Grip on Life. So I figured I would use that for searchability, but it also makes complete sense regarding what I do out here. How many of you out there really love the channel name A Grip on Life? Do you feel, those of you in the chat, that the A Grip on Life channel name suits this channel perfectly and suits what I'm doing here perfectly? If not, please, let me know otherwise. I'd love to hear your feedback. So a lot of things happen between my former channel and this channel. I've been trying to grow my coaching business out here for the last 3.5 years, and it has been, everything but easy. Let me repeat that again. It has been everything but easy. Beyond what's normally not easy out here on YouTube, I've dealt with one thing that's made it even more difficult. The most difficult thing that I figured is the most difficult thing to deal with out here, which is what I'm trying to say, are the trolls and haters. Now, most trolls and haters will come around for a little while. They'll give you a little shit. They'll try to, trigger you and, derail your channel a bit, but then they'll go away. But then you get some trolls and haters like the ones I've had that become obsessed. Really, really, really obsessed. And they never stop because these people have no life. They're people that are either on SSI, disability, staying at home with nothing better to do. No disrespect to those on SSI, some of them are doing the right thing. But others, are in a situation where they've committed a crime and they're waiting for their sentencing to come. And it keeps getting delayed. So while they wait for their sentencing, they have nothing better to do than to sit at home and troll people on YouTube all day. So there are trolls and haters out there that are obsessed with me and trolling me. And they have taken it way above and beyond the normal level of trolling to the point of where it is illegal trolling. And, you have to learn how to deal with that because in many cases, even though these people are doing illegal things, trying to get, the police and, other authorities to help you rectify these situations, they look at it as more of a civil matter than a criminal matter, even though what I feel a lot of these people are doing is criminal. It's not seen that way in the eyes of the FBI, in the eyes of your local police, etc. They don't really want to deal with these situations until something really bad happens. So you have to learn to fend for yourself and learn how to work through it on your own. An example, basically ignoring people. And even when you ignore these people, they're going to continue to try to troll you. They're going to continue to try to attack you. And some of them will even attack you by attacking your audience behind the scenes without you even being aware of it. So you have to figure that out and learn how to deal with it. The truth of the matter is, what I've learned in the last 3.5 years, especially recently, is that if a group of people really believe in you, they're going to come here and support you regardless of whatever else that happens. Even if you have super trolls and haters that say the worst things about you, that share past clips about you where you had a few bad moments. If people truly believe in you and like you, they're going to follow you, like I said, regardless of what any of these other people try to do to prevent these people from following you. And the people that get scared away by these trolls and believe what these trolls are saying about me, then it's their loss. Then they weren't here for the right reason in the first place. Again, people that really resonate with my message, or if you're a YouTuber out there and those people resonate with your message, they're going to support you no matter what, through thick and thin, and regardless of whoever else tries to get in the way to, take you away from their channel. I hope that makes sense so far. Let's see. Mutton's reviews. I love it. Queen Helen Casey, I like it. Stephanie Ellis, aka Super Steph, I love the channel name. Thank you very much, ladies. Stephanie Ellis, aka Super Steph, I think it fits you very well. Thank you, Stephanie. And I want to work with you and Queen Helen Casey along with Mutt Nuts. I'm thinking that sometime next week when I fully recover, and I'll mention everything that's been happening with me lately, which is why I took a few days off. I want to have a private conversation on Hangouts with you ladies and do some brainstorming on how we can collaborate amongst all of our channels. I think if we all work together, we can create something great, even better than what we have as individuals. So, but thank you so much for that, Stephanie and Queen and Mutt. I appreciate it. Mutt Nuts Review says, I am thinking of changing my channel name, but want to keep Mutt Nut in the name. Mutt, you want to get with me? I will help you forever free of charge because you're such an awesome person. You're a great moderator and a great friend. When we get together on that private call with the moderators, Mutt, how about we talk about it then and we all can help you rebrand your channel name while keeping the Mutt in there because, Mutt Nuts is your branding, but maybe you come up with something more specific than just reviews. So that way you start getting better, searchability through YouTube search and discovery, and people will be able to find you easily. So if you're open to that, we would be happy to help you behind the scenes. I'm sure the other ladies would have no problem with that as well. May make it a contest on my channel. Okay, that's great too. However you want to do it. But get suggestions from your fans, your subscribers, your loyal followers. And then feel free to get with myself and the other people behind the scenes, and we'll help you. I mean, I've been, doing branding and marketing for, well over 12 years between my time on YouTube and then before that when I grew my insurance business, when I used to do in-person networking, and I used to run personal development events as well in person. So I've been doing this for a while. So if you need help with branding and marketing, I would love to help you in any way possible. And like I said, for the moderators, and especially even the members, but all moderators, you will always get my help free of charge. I will prioritize the members first, even though they're moderators also, but moderators, whether you're a member or not, you will always get my help free of charge. That's just my way of saying thank you for being here consistently and moderating this chat and help, keep this channel clean. Anyway, so let's continue. So, I shut down my former channel because I just wanted to get rid of all the bad blood. I learned a lot about trolls and haters on that other channel, and I didn't even realize there was such a thing as trolls and haters. I didn't know that there were people out here on YouTube that have a sole purpose of just trying to create havoc and destroy people's channels just because that's what they like to do. They believe in destruction and hate and not positivity. But I learned that the hard way, right? But what did I go through on my former channel to get it? When I shut my former channel down, I had 1,700 subscribers. I shut down the channel with 1,700 subscribers. And what happened on that channel? Well, that was the time where I was already getting trolled. It was already difficult enough for me to run my coaching business there with the trolls and haters. I was a monetized channel under the old rules, which only required you to have 10,000 views to qualify for monetization. And then what happened? 9 months after I got monetized, YouTube changed their rules and gave everyone 30 days that was monetized under the old program that had not qualified with their new threshold already, which is the same thing it is today. They gave us 30 days to get 4,000 minimum watch hours, public watch hours in the previous 12 months, and to get to 1,000 subscribers. Well, I had like 35,000 watch hours. I've never had a problem getting the watch time. But at that time, I had 600 subscribers on my channel. And had 30 days to get 400 subs. And I was like, oh, Jesus, how am I going to do that? Luckily, I found out about the I Am a Creator Network, and I started doing some networking, and I was meeting new people, and I had 30 days to connect with new people and get myself to 1,000 subscribers. Well, on the very last day, I got to 1,000 subscribers. And I went to the back end of my channel, the old Creator Studio. Now it's called Studio. The old Creator Studio is no longer around. They used to call it Creator Studio Classic. It said I had Super Chat enabled, and it said that everything was all good, because even though I was monetized, you still needed 1,000 subscribers to have Super Chat under the old system. Now you need 1,000 subscribers to qualify for monetization, which also includes, being able to accept Super Chats through the live streams. So yeah, I got to 1,000 subscribers on the very last day, and Super Chat was enabled. But lo and behold, 3 hours later, the YouTube system swept through the entire network and demonetized my channel and said that I did not qualify under the new threshold in time, even though I did. And what happened? I tried to fight this with creator support. I tried to fight this through Team YouTube on Twitter. I was under an endless re-review process for 6 months after that. And I was still with my ex when this first happened. But a few weeks after my ex and I split up, for many reasons, including the fact that, there was a lot of bad blood on that channel. She was a part of most of the videos I did, and I didn't want to keep her involved on my channel, and that we're no longer together. Between that and being in an endless re-review of having my channel remonetized, after 6 months, I said, screw it, I'm going to shut down this channel. I shut down the channel, and then what did I do? I took 3 months off. What did I do during that time? I went over to Facebook. And I started, doing live streams on Facebook. And I wanted to go over there because that's where my longtime in-person real audience was at. I kind of wanted to just reconnect with them, right? But then 3 months after I was on Facebook, I decided to come back to YouTube and upload all the videos I did on Facebook to my YouTube channel. I created this new YouTube channel, which is this channel here today. It had a different name when I first started it about a little over a year and a half ago. And a lot of the people from the past, my trolls and haters found out that I was back, and they were starting to kind of semi-troll me again. But then some of the people that, I was good friends with started to come back, and they were saying, dude, you got to go live again. You got to go live again. You got to go live again. We miss your lives. And after about 3 or 4 weeks of not doing a live stream and just doing pre-recorded videos, I was doing my Walking with Purpose series that I now do live. I was doing it pre-recorded. First, I was doing it on Facebook, and then I brought it over to YouTube. After a month of doing that, I said, screw it, I'm going to go live again, and boom, the rest is history. I've been back on this channel ever since. But has it been easy since I've been back? No. These trolls started coming at me, and more trolls started coming at me. And some of the older trolls that, were meeting these new trolls, they were all getting together and like gang attacking me. And it just got extremely out of hand, to the point of where I spent more time trying to fight these people off and used more energy trying to fight these people off than focusing on my channel. I still did my content every day, but I realized I was exuding a lot of energy to try to fight these people off. Part of YouTube burnout, folks, is fighting off your trolls and haters. And what I'm telling you right now, what I've learned, and maybe you can learn this from me as well, the best thing you can do to fight them off is to ignore them, no matter what they do. No matter whether they steal your content, whether they, create videos on you with memes and they mock you, whether they dox you, no matter what these people do. No matter what these people do, you should just ignore them. And if you are going to take any action on these people, you take action on them quietly behind the scenes when possible. Now, in many cases, you may never know some of the things they do, because sometimes these people will create things on private links, unlisted links, and I understand that, okay? At least now I understand that. But back then, I was I was trying to find out any way possible through other contacts. Do you know if there was any simulcast of me simulcasted on an unlisted link or a private link or anything? It was really burning me out to have to, fight the fight every single day rather than just focusing on my content, ignoring these people, let them do what they're going to do, and just focus on the actual audience that really wants to be here. I'm going to tell you folks, and I want to ask you in the chat. I want to ask you folks in the chat, honestly, do you agree, at least to a certain extent, that the trolls and haters are one of the primary reasons why people get YouTube burnout? Because they're trying to fight off these trolls and haters that are trying to get in the way of you running a successful channel. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat, and I'm going to check out the chat right now. I'm going to make a video and post asking for suggestions to names, and then go from there with a voting on top of 3 names I like. Okay, great. Okay, perfect, Mutt. Perfect. So, enough of the trolls, folks. Again, if you're going to learn one major thing that will prevent you from burnout out here on YouTube, is ignore the trolls no matter what they do. When you come out here, you use your real name and you show your face like I do. People can do background checks on you. They can dox you. They can create memes of you. They can steal your content. They can, rebroadcast your live streams on unlisted links, private links. Folks, you can't sit there and worry about that all day, every day, or else you're not going to have the time or energy to create what you're actually here for. Again, if you can, handle some of that easily behind the scenes, if you find out, if someone sends you a link saying, hey, someone's simulcasting you unlisted, it's still up, you should take it down for copyright. Sure, that takes 5 minutes. I'll get that done. But I've decided to no longer go out of my way to try to find out what these people are doing. I'm just using this for example purposes. And as a matter of fact, I don't watch these people at all. Like the last few days that I've been resting, and I'll tell you why I've been resting here. I'll tell you what's been going on with me. The last few days that I've been resting, I have not gone to any of these people's channels. None of them. I haven't read any of their community posts. I haven't seen what kind of videos they put out. All of these people have been blocked. All of these people, because YouTube will still recommend videos from these people if they use your name. I have even told YouTube to not recommend me any videos from these channels because I don't even want my feed to make me aware of what these people are doing because I don't care. I have completely ignored these people because they don't matter to me. Because what matters to me most is my health first, and then the people that really care about my channel and their channels as well. If they are a YouTuber, if they're just a content consumer, then I just care about them as a person. And that's the honest truth. So again, folks, if you're going to learn one thing from this video that'll make a huge difference in allowing you to be successful out here on YouTube, ignore the trolls and haters. If people come into your live stream chats, your premiere videos, or they leave you negative comments to the point of where they're not constructive, they're just an attack, you block them and you just go on with your day like nothing ever happened. Don't let it get to you. Don't let anyone get in the way of accomplishing whatever you truly want to accomplish. Rhonda Grace Exploring's in the house. Yes, I agree that ignoring trolls is the best. Hey, Rhonda, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Queen Helen Casey says, ignore them and block them. Melas Reviews, yes, I do think that some people get burned out due to trolls and the drama. Yeah, Mutt, you're absolutely right. Like, the thing with drama, I've talked about this before. The thing with drama, is that it gets a lot of views initially. And for new YouTubers that are struggling to get views, when they get involved in the drama sphere type of arena, and they see their views double or triple, they're like, wow, I'm getting a lot of views on this. Maybe this is the right way to go. And see, that's what I initially thought a year or two ago, right? But that's the furthest thing from the truth, because these views are from people that don't like you. They're only watching you because they can't stand you and they want to talk smack about you. They're not going to help your business. They're not going to help your cause, and you're never going to grow past them. In essence, this is a market that has a limited shelf life. So it's not sustainable long term. And the moment that you figure out that while drama views will initially double or triple your views, in the long run, it's not sustainable. It's going to hurt you more than help you. It might help you get monetized initially because you'll get watch time just like that, and you'll end up getting your 1,000 subscribers just like that. But beyond that, you're stuck. And I realized that I saw that, right? I saw that and I said, look, if I want to grow further and take this channel to 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, or 100K or more subs, I've got to remove this entire drama sphere, which in essence I'll lose a lot of traction. And I have. I've gone from literally 500 to 700 views per stream to like sometimes 150, 250, 300 views max. Plus, I've also reduced my stream time because I don't feel the need to do long streams all the time anymore. Okay? But I lost a lot of views because those people were never here for the right reason. Because if they really liked me for me, they'd be following my content now that it's back to normal, right? Now that I no longer produce drama sphere-ish type of content, they're nowhere to be found, right? That's the truth. It's the absolute truth. So a great point there that you made, Muttnuts Reviews. Muttnuts Reviews says, I don't let them get to me at all. Good. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Rhonda Grace Exploring says, yes, I agree that ignoring trolls is best. Great point there, Rhonda. Thanks again for being here. Muttnuts Reviews says, hey, Rhonda. Rhonda says, hi at Muttnuts Reviews. Rhonda, Mutt, and any moderator here, please feel free to share your channel link. Normally, I would be doing it, but because I'm a little bit under the weather and I'm sore all over from hiking, and I'll explain more about that in a second, I'm limited to what I can do. I'm conserving and saving every bit of energy I have so I can, run this show. And right now we're at 33 minutes, so we're probably going to go another 15 to 30 minutes max, folks. Rhonda Grace says, yes, I agree. Okay. So that's one aspect of what can create YouTube burnout. What's another thing that can create YouTube burnout? Let's say that you got the trolls under control. You ignore them. Or let's just say that you are one of the fortunate YouTubers out there that doesn't get trolled, which is very rare, but it's possible. What else can burn you out on YouTube? Well, overdoing it. We've been told by the experts on YouTube, the more content you create, the more consistent you put out content, the better chance you have of triggering the YouTube algorithm and growing and getting that viral video that'll bring you more views. The more views you get, the more subscribers you get. And if you're monetized, the more ad revenue you get, based on the more views you get, right? Right. So how does that burn you out? Well, if you're the kind of person like me that feels the need to put out at least one piece of content each and every day, and you never take a day off for some R&R, rest and relaxation, it's going to catch up to you at one point or another. And that's exactly the point of where I'm at today. I'll tell you, folks, last week or a couple weeks ago, I was trying to come down with another cold, and I was thinking to myself, I had a cold earlier on in the year. Maybe I got coronavirus. I've been careful, but maybe I got coronavirus. So I went to my doctors, and my doctor said, no, you don't have. I got the test. You don't have coronavirus. You have the common cold. Just rest it off. Okay, same thing. NyQuil, Dayquil, Advil liquid gels. Yeah, no worries, right? No big deal, right? So, okay, I was totally cool. But what happened? Last week, I went on a hike with my activity partner for the first time in like over 3 months, I believe. It's been a while since I've been on a hike because she and others that I usually go hiking with didn't want to get out there because of COVID-19. They were afraid. But now, more and more people are starting to go back out there, right? And my activity partner was willing to start, doing some hikes again. So I ended up going on it wasn't a very difficult hike, but it wasn't an easy hike. But I hadn't been on a hike in a while. And this was a hike that had some steep hills up and down, right? And I was working muscles I hadn't worked in a while. And I knew I was going to be sore. But something else happened. I was carrying a backpack of over 30 pounds because I like to carry, liquid and some snacks and stuff. And because it had been a while since I had done hiking and used muscles that I hadn't used in a while, that I pulled a muscle. I think I strained like my something on my back, or I pulled a muscle somewhere on my back. And I got to tell you, it was quite painful. It wasn't painful to the point of where I couldn't walk or couldn't function or anything. I mean, I'm totally fine. But because I pulled that muscle, it's affecting other muscles within my body, including my hands and my feet, until it heals, because a lot of your nerves are connected, right? So because of that, physically, I have not been 100%. Physically, I've been very sore. It's been hard to walk. I mean, I'm not lame. I'm not paralyzed. I can walk, but I'm very sore from hiking and not having hiked in a while. And then, when I pull the muscle, that's also affecting my muscles that are already sore on top of that. So, at this point, I'm thinking, well, it's gotten a little bit worse because I hadn't taken a break. I kept doing my YouTube videos. I kept doing everything as normal. In that situation, what you're supposed to do is get some rest, get more sleep, lay down, try to not, walk as much or move around as much. Okay? It's going to affect you from an exercise standpoint, but your muscles are not going to heal any other way. You've got to rest your muscles and rest your body in order to recover. And so that is why for the last couple of days, I haven't been out here. I tried to do a stream the last couple of days, but I was just so tired. I was so worn out. I just needed to get some rest because I always push things. And here's the thing. Most of you know I'm 46 years old. And for 46 years old, I'm not trying to show off. I'm just stating the facts. I'm 46 years old. I'm in pretty good shape. I'm as healthy as any 46-year-old man could be. I'm very, very healthy. I'm fit. I'm healthy. My muscles are great. It's all good. But that still does not take away from the fact that I'm no longer 21 or 30. I'm 46. I'm 46 and I'm treating my body like I'm 21. And I realized throughout this experience here that I got to treat my body like it's 46, even though I don't feel like I'm 46 or maybe even look like I'm 46. But my muscles are 46 years old. Everything on me is 46 years old. No matter what I think, right? Mutnuts Review says, and thanks for sharing your channel link. Mutnuts Review says, that's why I batch film all but my mail haul videos. Okay, cool. Yes, taking breaks is good for everyone, says Rhonda Grace. And there's Mutt and Rhonda shared their channel. Queen, if you want to share your channel, go ahead. Ladies, anytime you come in here, please don't even ask. Just share your channel link because YouTube no longer automatically allows people to go to channel to check out people's channels. So unless you have that plugin that I have, the Go to Channel extension on Chrome. But anyway, give me just 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Mutnuts Review says, my boyfriend can tell when I am not feeling good because I don't want to be on my phone or laptop at all. Yeah. Here's I'm not a doctor, Mutt. I want to make it very clear. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a human being that lives life. And I'm just sharing my opinion. So, take it for whatever it's worth to you. If you have to see a doctor to get a doctor's opinion on certain situations, please do so. But in my opinion, okay, no matter how hard of a worker you are, no matter how great your work ethic is, Mutt, you've got great work ethic on YouTube like me. What I really love about you, Mutnuts Reviews, is the fact that you're a fighter and you feel it in your head and heart that you gotta put out content as much as possible. You really want this, and I really sincerely see your passion for this, to the point of where you will push yourself beyond your capabilities or beyond what your body can handle to make it happen. You do the same things that I do, correct me if I'm wrong. And what happens? What happens? We push, then we get sick, or, something happens and, we don't get enough sleep. Then we go take a hike and, we pull a muscle, right? And then we try to fight even through that, right? Instead of resting to get better, right? Now, while I admire the fact that, you will fight through anything, the truth of the matter is this. When it comes to, physical ailments of your body, you've got to take those seriously. Okay? You've got to take those physical ailments seriously. If you're aching, if you're sick, if you're sore, okay, if it's hard for you to just do average, everyday, normal things, that's your cue to also say, hey, it's time to take a little bit of a break from YouTube. Not a long break. I took 2 days off, and I probably should have taken another day off, but I'm feeling at least good enough to come out here and make you folks aware of what's going on. But even if I took another day or two off, not a big deal. If you take a week off, not a big deal, but then come back strong and refreshed, right? Does that make sense? Mutnuts Review says, yeah, I do, and I need to learn to slow down at times, but I am a hard head sometimes. No, you're not a hard head. You're a nice person like me. You have the same problems I have, Mutt, which is not really a bad problem. You are a strong person and you want the success so badly, and you want to help people so badly. You want to make this YouTube thing successful because you love YouTube. And so do I. I love YouTube. Mutt, tell me how much you love YouTube. Ladies, whoever is here in the chat right now, if you love YouTube, now let's get rid of the trolling aspect of YouTube, okay? With the exception of the trolling aspect, how many of you in here love YouTube? I love YouTube. There's no other platform I would rather be on to create my content that offers me what YouTube and Google offer me, especially the YouTube Partner Program. And if you see my thumbnail, it says YouTube Burnout is real. And then to the right of the YouTube logo at the top of the thumbnail, it has the green $sign and the yellow $sign, which is, one is fully monetized if you're a part of the partner program, and the other one is the not suitable for most advertisers, the yellow icon of death, right? Okay. I put that on there because even getting monetized is hard. Not everyone's going to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 plus watch hours, right? So that can burn you out trying to get there, right? I've seen so many creators do the strangest things to try to get monetized, and they still don't get monetized. And then they get frustrated and burned out rather than trying to come over here and learn how to do things the right way, right? And then, boom, they'll be able to much easier, get the requirements and then not burn out, right? But in order for them to get the help, they have to be open to it first, right? Let's see here. Muttnuts Reviews. I have took what I call a low-key break just from live streaming, but still working on my content videos. Okay, that's great, Mutt. Awesome. Wonderful. Muttnuts Review says, I love YouTube. I eat, sleep, and live YouTube. Yeah, I guess I feel the same way, Mutt. And Mutt, look, we got to get you monetized. We got to get you monetized. We got to get you to 4,000 watch hours. And like I said, take all the time that you need. When you're ready, you and I will work on some stuff. And trust me, once we start working together, boom, things are going to take off, Mutt. And you better be ready because, within a few months after that, you'll be monetized. And it's going to get even more busy. Rhonda Grace Exploring says, yes, YouTube is great, but yeah, I think working a day off within schedule of uploads. Yeah, you're right, Rhonda. I think once you get to a certain point on YouTube, okay, once you get to, 25, maybe 50K subscribers and you have a good subscriber base, if you're like me, that puts out 5 to 7 days of content each week, meaning that I put out content almost every day. At that point, you can scale back to 2 or 3 pieces of content per week. Because once you get enough of a subscriber base, you've already got a good base audience. And that's just about, creating more refined content to what your audience wants. And when you do that, not only will your audience that's already there watch more of it, give you more watch time and views, the YouTube algorithm will then say, okay, this is a great video. Let's promote it to more people that are a part of this similar audience. And you're going to grow more exponentially by producing less videos. So I think where most people burn out initially is in the beginning stages, while you're still, under 25K subs, people are, feeling like, okay, if I miss a day of content, my audience is going to stop watching my stuff. The YouTube algorithm will stop promoting my stuff. No, the bottom line is this is the way to do it. You want to focus on creating content that resonates with your audience that's there for your initial message. You've got to really hone in on your content, and you've got to really be engaging with your viewers. See, that's why I feel you ladies are here. I appreciate you for being here. If you didn't see any value here and didn't feel this is something that you could benefit from, and I could benefit from you as well, you wouldn't be here. Like Rhonda, I'm so happy that you're coming around more often now that all the trolls and haters are gone here. And Mutt, you've been amazing, and Queen Helen Casey, you've been awesome. And Mutt, you introduced us to Stephanie Ellis, aka Super Step. You folks are amazing people. Like this is the thing. These are 5 great women. They just so happen to be women. They could be men too. I've got male moderators too. They just, they haven't been around for a little while, but they'll be back. Alex the Beer Master and Colin Butters, aka Colin's Trivia, and a few others. But basically, ladies, if I could find another 5 or 10 more people like you ladies and the other two moderators I mentioned, Colin's Trivia, aka Colin Butters, and Alex the Beer Master. That's all it takes for a channel to grow. Now you've got 15 or 20, cheerleaders and big fans that will not only be there for you, they'll promote your stuff for you on Twitter, on their community tabs, etc. Right? And in essence, I do the same thing for you folks as well, right? Mutton's Review says, yes, I got stressed out and burnt out over getting my watch hours, but took a step back and reevaluated what I was doing. I took a step back from pushing myself like I was before. That's a great thing. Yeah. You sat down, you reevaluated, where you've been, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, if I do this, is it going to keep me, if I continue doing this, is it going to, get me any further? Or if I tweak it up a little bit, will it help me get further? And what if I scale back a little bit and recharge myself, allow myself to recharge more often, and come back and create fewer videos, but fewer videos that have better quality that will get me better traction per video? See, that's what people have to look at. And that's the one thing that I've more so started to realize. If you folks haven't noticed, I've greatly scaled back the amount or the length of my live streams. Now, that's not to say that I'm not going to do a long live stream again. I will when it makes sense to do so. But a lot of my live streams right now are anywhere from, typically 30 to 60 minutes or so. Sometimes they're an hour and a half, but no longer than 2 hours. Okay? I'm not doing 3 or 4 or 5 hour long live streams. Now, again, I'm not saying that they're not going to be, how do I say this the right way? I'm not going to say that some live streams won't deserve to have 5 hours of time. When I did my open broadcast software, OBS live tutorial to thoroughly go over OBS and to share with people how to use OBS, that took 5.5 hours of time. That was worth it. That's a tutorial. And people got to ask questions live, right, in the chat. And now that video is on a replay where people can go back and watch that video. They can skip through it to the parts that they want to see, and they can learn OBS. So that type of stream or video, okay, would have value having a length of 5+ hours. But most other videos you can do in 30 to 60 minutes. Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Maybe sometimes you get a panel, you discuss things, and you go 2 or 3 hours. But you don't want to overdo your live streams. Typically, live streams that are longer than 2 hours or 3 hours are drama streams where you just get a bunch of drama people coming on a panel and just spewing hate and hatred. And, I hate to admit, I used to be a part of some of those drama panels in the past. And honestly, I just have absolutely zero interest in any drama anymore. I never really had any interest in drama in the first place. It's just something that I was a part of unknowingly initially. I thought these people were good people, and then they ended up being drama sphere people. Anyway, let's see. Queen Helen Case says, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Queen. Mutton's Reviews. Now I am just working on my content and not stressing over my numbers. Good, because when you don't stress over your numbers, that's when it's going to happen. Absolutely. Great way to look at it, Mutton's Reviews. Mutton's Reviews says, thank you. Mutton's Review says, my longest live I ever did was 7 hours, but I fell asleep on that live, but it did get a lot of views by people who like to watch people sleep. Guess it was ASMR. Oh, that's great, Mutt. That's absolutely great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, folks, you got to take breaks. Don't think that if you take a day or two off of YouTube, that YouTube's going to go away. Don't think that the algorithm is going to punish you if you go away for a couple days. Now, if you go a month or 2 or 3 or 6 months without posting and you had, triggered the algorithm before that, yes, then you're going to kill the algorithm, right? But if you take, 2 or 3 days off to relax, recharge, or even a week, or maybe even 2 weeks, not a problem. But if you do go too long, okay, that will hurt you. But I think you folks know deep within what's too long and what's not too long. I think for people like you and myself, Mud, like I've been saying during the show, and you've been saying as well, we love this platform so much, and we love the people that we have as our audience so much that if we even go one day without engaging them, we feel like we're not there for them. We feel like we're ignoring them. That's the furthest thing from the truth, and they don't even feel that way. But I will tell you something, Mutt. What I respect about someone like you that thinks the same way as I do, because I know you think that same way, that goes to show that your head and heart's in the right place and you truly care about the people that are viewing your content. And I have to respect that. Again, I think you and I need to both better learn how to manage our time. And I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying that we need to take some breaks for ourselves and reward ourselves for the good work we've done. And if we take a day or two to relax and recoup, we can come back on that third day and give our audience like 10 times of a better show than if we didn't take those days off. You know what I mean? Rhonda Grace Exploring says, LOL, that's great. Muttonus Review says, I have taken a few months off from live streaming, but was still posting content videos. Good. And that's one thing I really need to get back to as well. I need to start creating more evergreen content. I said I was going to do it, but what ended up happening was when I started doing it, Rhonda, Queen, Steph, if you're still here, when I started doing it, I was going to do it, I started getting sick, right? I caught the common cold, right? And then I went hiking, and then, I worked muscles and that I hadn't worked in a while, and I got sore. And then, I strained, I pulled a muscle, and so, things come up, right? But once I'm back to 100%, which will be very soon, then I will be back to creating evergreen content. Absolutely, keep pumping up when you don't live stream. I just love the live stream. I enjoy live streaming. I love engaging you folks. If you don't feel like you have the energy to live stream, because it does require more energy to live stream, live on the fly, and you have no margin for error when you're live. It's just live, right? But when you don't live stream, you can still record pre-recorded videos. And it is the pre-recorded videos that are, and especially the evergreen, pre-recorded videos that are going to take your channel to the next level, because that's content that's never going to expire. And content that's going to be relevant forever has a chance of being searched on YouTube for eternity. And maybe a year or two down the road after you post that piece of evergreen content, that pre-recorded video of evergreen content, maybe it triggers a YouTube algorithm and that video goes viral and takes your channel from 5K subs to 25 or 30K subs or 50K subs, right? You just never know. Just never know. It's all good. It's all good. So, folks, I'm at 59 minutes right now. 59 minutes, and I'm gonna wrap this up in just a few here, right at the hour mark or so. I want to say this. there have been many videos put out there regarding YouTube burnout. Everybody's going to share, their version of it in their own way. With me, I'm going to be honest with you and real and tell you exactly what I experienced, like I did here today, or what I've experienced. And I'll also share more of my experiences as the days, months, and years go along. Yes, I am a coach and I'm here to provide great content, but part of my coaching, I help people with their YouTube channels. I am an entrepreneur, and people that want to get monetized and run their YouTube channel as a business, you are in essence becoming an entrepreneur, and I want to help you. So part of my coaching is going to be sharing my experiences of using YouTube to build my business and the trials and tribulations I've been through to get there. Again, folks, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. The burnout is real. My advice to you folks is, the moment you start feeling like, you need a little bit of a break, or you're feeling frustrated, or let's say you're getting sick, or you pull a muscle, or you just, you're just struggling to even get out of bed. Not because you don't want to get out of bed out of laziness, because, something happened. You got injured or something, right? Focus on taking care of your health first. And then once you fully recover, then come back to YouTube. Now, if you're lazy, that's a different story. Don't be lazy. But there are people out there that are not lazy, that overdo it, and then they hurt themselves. It takes a physical toll on them, and then, something else will happen that will make it even more difficult for them to come out on YouTube and do what they do every day. Instead, we should just take a few days off, or take a week off, and rest any injury and recover from any cold, and get yourself back in the tip-top shape so that we can come back and produce great, excellent content at 100% of your capabilities. Because when you're physically feeling good about yourself, I'm not just talking about the physical attraction. I'm talking physically not feeling weak and feeling strong and feeling energetic, right? When you're physically feeling good, you're also emotionally feeling good, and you're mentally feeling good, and you're spiritually feeling good, and all those things go hand in hand. And trust me, you want all those things, in your favor, hand in hand, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, which will allow you to create the best possible content and be the best possible you that you can be. I'm going to read a few more comments here, and then I'm going to get on out of here. Let's see. That's why I like doing my list videos on different topics, says Mutt. Need to get some more list videos filmed this week. Smash the like button for Elias, says Queen. Thank you, Queen. Melas Review says, I already have 3 videos pre-posted for the next 3 months, so I can work on some other things for my main channel. Melas Review says, my second channel is only for products I review for the company I'm working with online. Fantastic. All right. So with that being said, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to try to get a video or try to do a stream tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling even better than I felt today. I mean, I'm still not feeling that great, and I'm still sore, and I still have a pulled muscle, but I've rested enough the last few days to be able to at least do this stream. So more than likely you'll get another stream tomorrow, but if not, I'll be back on Monday for a full day. The next members only video will be on Monday, along with at least a live stream and maybe even another pre-recorded evergreen content type of video. With that being said, you folks enjoy the rest of your night, and I hope your weekend's going well. And I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye. We're out. Bye-bye. We're out. We're out. We're out. Peace out. Peace.